7-star Chavez is honestly one of the dumbest things I've ever seen. She does so much damage, it's completely ridiculous. And I've got some fights in this video that I'm going to be showing you that are just some of the stupidest things I've ever seen. Yes, of course this is a 7-star, but a lot of these fights, most of them in fact, will be overkill, and this is an unduped Chavez, meaning with her SIG ability, it is something you do want to have most of the time, not even necessarily with the 7-star, because she's ridiculous without it, but with the Awaken ability, it's some of the stupidest damage I've ever seen. So first we have this Wick in here, and if you don't know, you play Chavez by canceling your heavy attack into your specials to gain dimensions with the icons that you see at the top right. That Wiccan just got wiped off the face of the planet, and that was 25 seconds. 25 seconds with a bunch of overkill to go with it. Next up we have Null. Null is one of those defenders that, if you can't kill quickly, will be very annoying to deal with later on because of the way his darkness mechanic works, where he lowers your combat power rate when you hit a certain amount of hits in your combo meter. So what you want to do against Null is kill him fast, and that's something Chavez can do very, very easily. So we just do normal Chavez things. We have all 3 dimensions now, and instead of baiting the special attack, I'm just like, I don't even care. I know it's gonna kill because of how ridiculous she is. And it did, with a 35k crit at the end that would have done an extra 50% in burst damage. And yeah, this fight was not ideal because my 5 out of 5 MD pushed me to an SP3, but I got pushed to an SP3 and still finished below 50 seconds, which is it's unreal, man. So the way I'm gonna work this fight is just try to be as aggressive as possible, so he has very little of his shapeshift charges, I think they're called, and we don't want him to throw his SP1, so he starts gaining them extra quick, and we're gonna try to let him only throw SP2s if we can. There, I did an extra hit instead of throwing my special because I wanted to make sure to not throw my special attack into his indestructible, but the Mystic Dispersion pushed me to an SP3. That doesn't matter though, because our SP3 did 50,000 damage still, and we have 3.5k non-crit light attacks, 10k light attack crits coming after it. 49 seconds, we got pushed to an SP3 when we did not want to, against Hulkling, who is one of the tankiest Battlegrounds defenders that you can possibly throw out there. I don't even know. This fight's against the Silver Surfer, which is definitely someone you won't see on defense often, but I had the fight. I'm going to show you what the fight was like. So, yeah, and it's also a 7-star, so you can see what she's going to do against an average 7-star opponent's health pool. This is basically like a test dummy at this point, so you can see what it'll look like for other fights. I just need to bait the SP2, which he's not immediately throwing, but it didn't take too long. And I'm going to do my blue dimension, and activating that with my SP2 will cause me to heal a bunch. So yeah, that's pretty nice, and yeah, 7-star opponent killed in, what, 37 seconds, because that's just a thing Chavez does. This Guillotine 2099 was actually kind of rough, but I am going to show it anyway. What I didn't even realize at first is that Guillotine does have critical resistance, which Chavez does want to crit a lot, and it was definitely harder. You could still see me doing it a few times in the video, but especially with my SP2s, like, they almost had 0 chance of critting, so it was a little rough to get her down quickly, but we still do it, and yeah. Not much to say other than it's just an unideal fight here because of that crit resistance. And the armor is a little annoying too, but it's not as big a problem. I don't even know what it was, just some shenanigans with the striker, honestly. Only baiting SP2s so we don't get power drained, and it's really easy to counter, so that's awesome. got a nice light intercept there. Throw my special 2, hoping it will kill, but because we can't crit, it doesn't. And then she's just got a really big regen off of that, but it's okay. She's almost dead. The ending here is really silly. Watch this. I'm just chucking my SP1 out, and luckily she's not deciding to block it. I don't even know what that was. That was really stupid, but yeah, 89 seconds in an unideal matchup. Whatever. It's just another fight I felt like showing. So either way, thanks for watching, and yeah, Chavez is ridiculous.